Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel and today I'm bringing you another pick a card reading, and today's topic is how do people from the past see you now? So people you used to know, people you don't talk to anymore, how are they viewing you now? I have 3 piles for you, and please do remember to leave a like, and I love hearing your comments as well. They really help me out and I really appreciate it. So I have 3 piles for you. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Go ahead and take a second, see which pile resonates with you. We can go ahead and get started. Hi, pile 1. So if you chose the first pile, then this is your reading on how people from the past are seeing you now. And oh my gosh, pile 1, I've been getting a pretty strong glow up energy for all of the piles, but yours is huge here. I'm definitely seeing some regret from some people from the past, because it's kind of like you're definitely getting better with time, better with age, and I feel like you far exceeded what people even thought in terms of, both for your talents, abilities, and for your looks here. I definitely see some people who maybe held back from you in the past, didn't fully invest in you, didn't fully invest in this connection. And there's a lot of regret and remorse here. But I'll be honest, I think you're highly intimidating to some past people now too, where it's kind of like, there's just no way that I would be good enough for this person now, or this person wouldn't want to hang out with me, this person wouldn't want to date me. I've just seen a huge positive change for you since these people knew you. It kind of almost looks like you've really just been flung into the stratosphere. I feel like you've had huge growth in your appearance, in your confidence. You seem incredibly confident, incredibly upright here. I think also too, in the past you were maybe a little more free and open with giving people your time and attention, and that's completely stopped here. You don't really give me the energy to of somebody that really reaches out first to very many people. It's kind of okay, well, if we used to know each other, if you want to know me, come get to know me kind of energy. A lot of people from your past are just straight up afraid of your rejection though, I'll be honest. Also, for some of you, I'm getting, when people knew you in the past, you could have said some things you wanted to do or intended to do. Either you've already accomplished that, or people from your past see you on the path towards things that you said you were going to do when they knew you. You seem very blessed as well too. If you have some sort of religious belief, I feel like people see that it's working for you really well. Let's get some more. This is really nice so far, pile 1. King of Pentacles, you seem very, very stable, very accomplished here. You look well off, comfortable. Not too over the top with it, but just very comfortable, elegant. Wow, Chariot. Some of you could have a nice car, or just be moving really decisively in life. Yeah, with the 6 of Swords in reverse. I feel like if you dealt with any insecurity in the past, which once again, that's normal, especially if you were younger. But I feel like you really give the energy of not letting insecurities or doubt hold you back anymore, which I highly recommend. Wow, you seem happy. Wow, the World. Some of you could have traveled as well. You just really come off as a very successful person, accomplished. What's nice here too is I see that for people in your past who are connected with you, maybe they see you on social media, hear about you from mutual friends, family, things like that. There's this sense of you already accomplishing so much, but people knowing that the sky's the limit for you. Where you're at right now is very impressive, but it's not your final destination. So some of you could be working on some things. I heard some of you are in school. Some of you are embarking on a new journey, moving somewhere, starting a new career. Some of you are on social media. Wow, Ace of Wands, very attractive. This is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, pile 1. If there was anyone in the past who rejected you when you guys were younger, but they just know. I don't know. I feel for instance, if you were a teenager or something and you had a crush on someone and at the time they were well, I don't know. They feel you're so far above them at this point that they don't even want to ask. For some of you, you're already in a relationship and people can tell. Yeah. There's definitely some people from your past who wish that they locked it down or wish that they really fully seen the potential. But at the end of the day, you know, if I wasn't good enough for you then I'm not good enough for you now. Keep it pushing. Wow. You seem very, very... Ooh, I'm about to sneeze. 1 second. Interesting. It just went away. Okay. So I feel like there could be some people from your past who, like, want to say something but stop themselves. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this energy, if you know how to read cards, is very, like, very clear cut. Like, you seem incredibly attractive, very successful, very stable. Some of you could already be in a relationship. Or people are just kind of assuming, like, you would need a high... You seem very high caliber now. I think if there were times in the past where you didn't feel appreciated or didn't feel valued, you really let that energy fuel you into becoming a very high value individual, you know? And I think we all have inherent value, but I think you've poured so much time and energy into improving yourself, pursuing your goals. The sky is truly the limit here. So we have the Page of Wands. You also still look really young. Okay. I'm hearing for some of you, you look like, in terms of your age, you look the same as when they knew you. But maybe, you know, you've become more fit, or you've taken better care of your skin or your hair. You have really nice style. But people feel like not only have you not aged, but you've just increased in your physical look. So beauty or handsomeness here. Like, you are a very attractive individual, and I feel like that'll resonate for you. Page of Pentacles, I'm telling you, like, you still look so young. The Death card here. Woo. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is a specific message if you don't have children yet. So for some of you either don't want children or you're kind of waiting and taking your time. You know, you don't want to have any by accident. And you know, if that happens and God blesses you with a child, even if it wasn't unplanned, that's okay. You know, God bless you. But I feel like some of you have been like, you know what, I'm going to take my time with this. You know, I want to pursue other things before I settle down. I'm going to be honest. You do have some people from your past who are kind of envious of this. Of the fact that, like, maybe, and who knows what age you are. I mean, I see a lot of different ages. But whatever age you are, there's people from your past who kind of feel like they weren't able to pursue certain things that they wanted because they had, like, children or got married early or something like that. And there is some envy here. Yeah, the Fool. You seem, like, free and lighthearted. Like, you seem unburdened by the past, by life. Wheel of Fortune. And you seem very lucky, very fortunate. You look like you're doing big things with your life. The funny thing is, I think most of the people from your past always knew you were going to, and this was kind of intimidating to them. But instead of, you know, going along with you for the ride, they kind of just wanted to maybe minimize you. But you have to remember too, you know, everybody's the protagonist of their own story. And a lot of people don't have the emotional capacity and comfort in themselves to really root for other people, especially if they feel like they're not doing much with themselves. It's really hard for most people, so don't take it personally. I think these people always knew that you were going to accomplish the things that you wanted to accomplish. They always knew you were attractive. They always knew you were talented. But I think it's really, really hard, especially when you actually see someone bring forth their dreams into fruition. But you'll see this for every successful person, I promise you. You ask them about their journey towards success, all of them have plenty of stories of people being like, yeah, okay, I'm sure you're going to accomplish that, whatever. Don't listen to them. Just do it. Make it happen. It's a beautiful energy. It's a powerful energy. And it's kind of an energy of like, yeah, I always knew they were going to accomplish it. But now that I'm seeing it, it's like, dang. I definitely see some people from your past kind of feeling like they've done a lot less with themselves or their life because of you. But once again, hopefully they can get to a point where that motivates them and inspires them rather than making them feel envious. You know, you should always look at people who've done the kind of things you want to do and be like, great, they've done it, so that means that I can do it. It's a beautiful energy, really powerful. Keep up the good work. I feel like you still have a lot of goals and a lot of things that you're working on. Keep going. I feel like you have a lot of success in your future, a lot of abundance, love, admiration, praise. You're putting in the work and you will reap some amazing rewards, Pile 1. This is a beautiful energy, very impressive, gorgeous energy. That's what I have for you, Pile 1. Really nice. So I hope this resonated and I hope this is helpful for you. You can feel free to check out one of the other piles if you're curious. You can watch one of my other videos. And of course, you can always book a personal reading with me if you would like me to read the energy for you. But thank you so much, Pile 1. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, Pile 2. So if you chose a second pile, then this is your reading on how do people from your past view you now. Pile 2. Beautiful energy. I think the main thing that I'm seeing here, I mean, number one, I'm seeing a big like physical glow up, and not even just in terms of looks. Yes, I'm seeing you're looking really good. You could be taking care of your body, taking care of your health, but I'm also seeing a lot of confidence here. But the specific message for you that I'm seeing really strongly is in the past, I feel like you weren't quite as emotionally, like you're rock solid emotionally right now. And like that's super normal. If you're a kid, if you're a teenager, you're in early adulthood, it's super normal to get emotional over things or, you know, to get upset by things. But I see now like you are rock solid in your emotional stability here. Like you don't really get triggered by much. You don't really get riled up by much. There's like this beautiful energy of someone who's very attractive, you know, well taken care of, but also someone who's like very chill. There's something very calm about you here as well. I feel like you're also pretty reserved with your communication. I feel like in the past people knew you as someone who used to kind of talk a lot, and you talk way less now. But I feel like you still communicate really well. I don't know. Once again, it's like people you don't talk to anymore, so you just don't talk to them. Very attractive though, like incredibly attractive. For some of you, you could be in a relationship, or people are assuming you just attract a very attractive kind of person. You're giving me kind of that like stereotypical good looking person kind of energy. And once again, I'm going to be honest, all three of these piles come through as very attractive. I believe we got the King or the Queen of Wands for every single pile. So if you're hearing this message, and it doesn't happen too often, but once in a while someone will be like, I am super unattractive, then maybe listen to another reading. Because I am getting here that like, you've worked on yourself. You know, you're keeping up with yourself. You take good care of yourself. You know that you are a nice looking individual. And that's definitely how people from the past see you now. People from the past also just feel like you have a way higher standard for like who you interact with and who you connect with at this point. Let's get some more, because I feel like there's more beneath the surface here. Yeah, we have the Hierophant. Very intelligent. Like, incredible maturity. You seem way further in life than I feel like a lot of people from your past. And it doesn't matter, like, what you've accomplished or, like, where you're at. They just feel like you're more ahead. Two of Swords here. You definitely don't talk to a lot of people from your past, and like that's fine. I feel like you have a really good standard for like who you interact with at this point. Ooh, Judgment. The Empress, the Devil, the Fool. Yeah. I'll be honest, I do feel like a lot of people from your past kind of feel like, so if, say for instance, if you have some people from your past on like social media or something, like you're not gonna say anything, but they do kind of feel like you might look at them like, ooh, like I don't know, they feel kind of judged. But I think they kind of used to judge you. I'm gonna be honest though, Pile 2, even if people from the past like did kind of like judge you a bit, it was never that bad. Like I feel like they always found you attractive, they always found you like interesting and funny and like pretty cool. But there's this sense of you like, yeah, Three of Pentacles. Like I do actually feel like, if you're wondering, like people from your past did like you. I feel like people might have had some like toxicity that acted out in certain ways, but their energy comes through as people actually liking you and liking being around you. Yeah. I do think that you used to make people really anxious or nervous though. I feel like you've always been very capable. You've always been very stable. Where if people were ever like out of hand with you, disrespectful, it was simply because like, I'm getting like some envy or some like feelings of insecurity, like straight up. I think you actually elicited that in a lot of people. And so like if you ever felt like, dang, this person came for me, like it's purely because you made them feel insecure. But they actually admired you a lot. Yeah, with the Justice and the Seven of Wands here. I'm telling you, If you're also wondering, like, how did people from the past view me back then? You were actually incredibly admired. But with the Justice and the Seven of Wands, there's something here about, like, this kind of... I think you dealt with animosity from people, or, like, weird vibes from people being kind of shady. But it was, like, purely jealousy. Why am I imagining, if you grew up in the early 2000s like me, do you remember, like, movies like Mean Girls and stuff? Or, like, how the protagonist would, like, be, like, a super attractive person, but, like, other attractive people would kind of, like, come at them, or other people would kind of come at them, like, in a weird way? I don't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, Ace of Swords. I feel like, I'll be honest, you've always been known as, like, an attractive person. I think you've grown over time. But there's a sense here of you having more than just your looks. Like, I feel like you've always been very intelligent, very balanced, very capable. Yeah. I don't know. Like, you were different. For some of you, you could have even... Ooh, I just heard... Your personality was very different than what people thought it would be by first looking at you. So, like, if you were, like, a good-looking person, maybe you were, like, a little nerdier or, like, a little different. And I think that really threw people off. Yeah, the Fool. You definitely marched by the beat of your own drum. This, like, really bothered people, though. It's kind of hard to explain because it's interesting. So the energy they see you in now, like, it's so grounded. And it's, like, very, very solid, but there's all this fire here. And so I feel like your whole life, you've kind of inspired a lot of fiery energy from people. Whether it was, like, love, passion, insecurity. I think you've also had pretty strong opinions your whole life. And people knew that. You could also really hold your own from others as well. But you just seem so much more balanced now, where they know, like, you know, if you have to say something, if you have to defend yourself, you can. But you're just so reserved now. Just kind of sitting on your throne as that Queen of Wands, King of Wands. But I'll be honest with the Fool, like, you seem very lighthearted at the moment. Like, you don't seem burdened. You don't seem, you know, bogged down by life. Yeah, Seven of Cups. You look like you've got options. You're doing fun things. You still have that kind of childlike wonder here. That innocence a little bit, that joy. But at the same time, the Hierophant. But you seem very established in life. I mean, we got the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. You seem very comfortable. Maybe you have a good family, good friends. You're in a good relationship. Or you very much seem like that's what's in the cards for you. Also, too, if you relate where you came from a pretty good home, I feel like this actually used to... I just heard piss people off. Wow, the Chariot. Okay. So this is for some of you where if you feel like, and once again, like, no household is perfect, but if you felt like, you know, you had, like, relatively supportive family or friends or something like that, this used to really trigger some people, just so you know. Wow, like, really, really strongly. I actually feel like you were kind of known for that, if that resonates for you. Whether you know it or not, you were around a lot of people who came from really rough homes, even if they hid it. Yeah, wow. That's coming through really strongly, where if you feel like, wow, look at this, yeah. If you feel like there were some people from your past where you couldn't quite figure out, like, why is this person, like, shady towards me, or why does this person not like me? There was a lot of envy around your home. If you felt like you came from a stable household, you know, where your parents loved you and cared for you, this used to really trigger the heck out of some people. That's coming through really strongly. Ace of Swords again. I feel like actually for some of you, that's, like, the secret. If that resonates for you, like, you had a good stable family, and you might have wondered, like, why were some people, like, weird about me, or even, like, tried to, like, reject you, but, like, it never quite, like, their behavior never quite made sense. You're like, why exactly are they treating me this way? There was a lot of envy and jealousy and really, like, envious feelings. And I think we've all seen this before, where, like, in life, one of the biggest motivators for someone being awful to someone is being incredibly jealous. And, like, yes, I see the looks, I see intelligence, I see your talent, but something about your stable home life just kind of infuriated some people around you. And God intentionally pulled those people out of your life because it was like, no, like, what we're not going to do is punish this person, you know, for the family that raised them. So that's coming through really strongly. Ace of Swords, and once again, I feel like you've always been seen as incredibly intelligent. That hasn't changed though. Yeah, the high priestess. Maybe you have some more kind of esoteric knowledge, or like some religious or spiritual knowledge as well. But people have always known you as being very intelligent, and I feel like that's just grown exponentially. Okay, final cards. The star. For some of you, like, you are a star, you will be a star. You're on the path, or a trajectory of really reaching a very elevated place in your life journey. So whatever your dream is, whatever your goal is, I feel like you're going to be a star at it. And people see that. Like, I don't know if people from your past kind of see what you're up to, see what you're working on, but they're like, oh my gosh, like, this person's actually going to do it. I feel like people from your past just have, like, a lot of confidence and faith that you're going to make it happen. So prove them right, pile 2. I think you've got all the talent, all the abilities. And I think the only thing that's really maybe delayed the process is, like, God really wanted to make sure that you had that emotional stability and rock solid confidence and belief in yourself. Because I feel like wherever you're going, you're going to be pretty high up there. I think a lot of people are going to admire you. A lot of people are going to know your name. So I think he really just wanted to make sure that you were solid and really comfortable in yourself so he can take you to the next level. But I see a lot of success, a lot of stability, and frankly, a lot of love and like a happy family life for you. I think that's going to be a pretty consistent energy for you in your life, pal, too. Beautiful energy. So that's what I have for you. Really nice, really interesting. I feel like we also got some answers to some mysteries from your past as well, if you've been wondering. But that's what I have for you, pal, too. Really, really nice energy. So I hope that resonated for you. I hope it was helpful. You can feel free to check out one of the other piles if you're curious. You can watch one of my other videos. And of course, you can always book a personal reading with me if you'd like me to read the energy in your situation. Yeah, that's what I have for you, pal, too. Thank you so much. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, pile 3. So if you chose a third pile, then this is your reading on how people from the past view you now. So I'm seeing some kind of strong emotions here, pile 3. Number 1, I feel like some people from your past kind of feel like they had really poor judgment when it came to you. There could be some people from your past who feel like they love you now that you are gone. But with the judgment in reverse, they're like, I kind of know this person would not be interested in me. I feel like also some people from your past feel kind of guilty about how they treated you. So they kind of feel like they don't have a right to be in your life. I'm almost getting like this wistful energy of kind of like the one who got away, like kind of energy. 6 of Wands and the King of Swords. People say he was incredibly intelligent. I don't know. Like, I feel like in the past, I don't know. It's sort of like, I feel like you have a lot of different intelligences here where people like didn't quite want to give you your props when it came to how incredibly smart you are. You also seem very successful right now with the 6 of Wands. You could also be in love or be like in a loving relationship or just get a lot of love from people. I think in the past, people kind of saw you as more like motivated by love or emotions, but you seem way like more logical and strong now. You have like a great boundary around yourself. Like, you're not easy to access. You're not easy to read now either. I feel like there's a lot of mystery. Where I feel like when you were younger, people kind of saw you as an open book. But now you just seem very like steadfast, intelligent, determined, very successful. Why am I imagining? I don't know if there's any movies like this. I love when you guys share movie examples as well, too. It's so helpful. I think they're great ways to illustrate how energy looks. But I'm imagining, like, when you were younger, kind of... Okay, this is not for everybody, but this is, like, a good representation of the energy. I actually really like this movie. I feel like it's a good example. If you all are familiar with the movie Moonlight that came out a couple years ago, where, like, when the character was younger, like, you know, he was a kid, and he was more emotional, and, you know, really wanted, like, love and acceptance. And as he became older, like, he just became so strong and stoic. Now, obviously, that would resonate a little bit more for, like, my masculine energies. But for my feminine energies, I kind of see, like, when you are younger, maybe... Ooh, Sansa Stark from Game of Thrones. I'm getting a little bit of that energy. I don't think you were quite as... I think you had a little bit more warmth when you were younger than Sansa did, but just kind of that innocence and like, I want to be in love and, you know, And then like as you got older, just becoming way more focused on like, I want to be successful. And for some of you, love has come pretty easily as well to you too, or it will be coming pretty easily to you as you continue to focus on being your best self. But like that's a really, really great example of just like a Sansa Stark kind of energy, if you're familiar with that character, where she starts out very just like, you know, I'd like to be in love and I want to be a princess. What I like though is I feel like you haven't really lost that innocent part of you though. I think you just don't readily express it. You come off just very, I think people feel like they have a lot of confidence in you. Like there's this sense here of you really acting with integrity, being very sharp, very logical. I think in the past, maybe there was an issue of people not quite taking you seriously. And that is completely changed here. Let's get some more. I'm like so fascinated by your energy. I love it. You have that 10 of Swords. Yeah, with the Temperance. I don't know. I feel like in the past, you definitely could have dealt with some disrespect or people being hurtful to you. And it has made you so strong and so resilient. And I promise you, that's why I always recommend, you know, whether you're a parent, whether you're a child, do not bully others. The karma for that is tremendous, whether you see it or not. And I feel like if you've dealt with that, you didn't let it work. You didn't let it work. You grew from it. You grew a very thick, tough skin. The only thing that I would say, I mean, honestly, you have that beautiful warmth in your heart, though. Like, it didn't harden your heart. But you know, you have your sword and you're not afraid to use it sometimes. But like, once again, you're not coming from any place of bitterness. You don't seem bitter. You don't seem angry about anything. It's kind of just like par for the course, you know? It's kind of a little bit like those invisible battle scars. But it's because you're going to elevate so high in life. You're going to be so successful in life here. Wow, 8 of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. Let's see. Yeah, Temperance in reverse. There's a lot of people from your past who tried intentionally to make you unbalanced. Oh, I'm telling you, anybody who tried to hurt you in the past is going through the ringer right now. Wow. I do see some envy and like jealousy in this pile as well too. It's like when people see your potential and they know you're going to reach like heights in life, like that envy and just trying to stop someone. Like it's purely that. I don't know. And I've seen this so many times, especially too, if you talk to a lot of people who've dealt with like, you know, bullying or anything in the past, like so many of those people grow up to be like very attractive, very successful people. And it's like, of course, like you were being targeted because like you stand out so much in a positive way. I've seen this so many times in life. You know, I'm very fortunate that I personally wasn't really bullied in school, but I know so many people where I'm like, I saw people who were bullied because they were super smart or like really good looking or really good at something or very different where it really set them apart and they were set apart from the crowd. It's like always that. Yeah, 3 of Cups. People do feel like you've completely healed from whatever they tried to do to you. And now you're just reaping rewards for your perseverance, and you will. Anything else here? Anything else? Yeah, High Priestess in reverse. Whatever people tried to do to you to hurt you really did not work. 8 of Wands. I think you could have also had a period of time where you were kind of keeping to yourself or being a little bit more private. And now you've kind of come out, essentially, and just been like, hey, this is who I am. I'm successful. I'm talented. I have love for myself. I have love for the things that make me unique and make me me. And there's a sense here of like this energy is going to propel you to the next level. So whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams are, whatever your ambitions are, you will succeed in them 100%. Just persevere. If you have any knocks in life, any challenges, just ride the wave. If you have your downs, just know that ups are going to come. And if you just keep riding the wave, one day you're going to get where you are going. I just think you had a lot more potential than a lot of people who knew you in the past, or you had more potential than they thought that they had. And so that's why they might have targeted you in the past. But I feel like you learned from it and you grew from it. And the number one lesson you learned is to not listen to other people. If you want it, you can have it. You know, as long as you're trying to be a good person and really following your dreams, you know, to achieve what you want to achieve in your life, you know, you're not hurting anybody. If you want it, it is yours. And I think you know that now because you've already been through the fire. You're already tough as nails. But what I love about this energy is through this kind of toughness, you did that to protect your soul, the innocence and the warmth and the love within you. So your inside is still pure. You still have joy. You still have peace. You still have excitement for your future. But now, you know, if you need to pull out your sword because someone's, you know, getting a little too close or acting a little funny, you can do that as well. It's a beautiful energy. It's powerful. People from your past see it. Like, your inside, you still glow. You know, you still seem so happy. But you've also got a nice, sharp sword if they get too close. That's what I have for you. Beautiful energy, pile 3. So I hope this resonated and I hope this was helpful for you. You can feel free to check out one of the other piles if you're curious. You can watch one of my other videos, and of course you can always book a personal reading with me if you would like me to read the energy for you. But thank you so much. Once again, beautiful, powerful energy for everyone. You guys are looking amazing. That's what I have for you. So until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.